Так, отлично, продолжаем.
You finally returned.
Вы вернулись. Как все прошло в заоблачном пределе?
I see.
Понятно.
Moon Carver, Mountain Shaper, Cloud Retainer,
Водоколун, Творец гор, Хранитель облаков, Охотник на демонов. Некоторые из этих имен были неизвестны в Фатуи. В свою очередь, я тоже хочу поделиться с тобой информацией. Что касается смерти Архонта, реакция Цисин озадачила меня. Цисин объявили, что поскольку убийца еще не найден, они не позволят никому простить. Они пытаются контролировать всю информацию, но даже Цисин не удастся скрыть произошедшее, ведь на церемонии сошествия присутствовало столько людей. Экзувия? В Лиуэ все знают, что Властелин Камня также был одним из адаптов. Геоархонт известен не только как бог контрактов, но и как верховный адепт. Давным-давно просветленные и всемогущие адепты заключили контракт, согласно которому они обязаны защищать Лиуэ. Вот оно что, поэтому они так беспокоятся о благополучии Лиуэ? Конечно, они в этом заинтересованы. Бла-бла-бла, короче, я не хочу это читать. Так.
Truly suspicious.
Oh, right! He's the whole reason it's illegal in our quest to find.
Oh, you're trying to find a knight that gets duped by the Fatui would really be. But I can help you with that. Give me some time. Time to someone who can help you break through this stalemate. Truly fascinating.
Так, ну, короче, как я понял, сейчас мы будем... Что мы будем делать? Мы будем пытаться искать убийцу адепта. Соответственно, нам нужно скипнуть день. Отлично. Бла-бла-бла, не туда нажал. Пока. Нам нужно вперед. Угу, все отлично. Нам нужно поговорить с Екатериной. Приветствую тебя, Лаймро, дорогой друг Чайлда. Я искренне рассчитываю на плодотворное сотрудничество между вами и Фатуи. Но я не друг Фатуи. Давай вот так вот. Мы простые люди, и мы не похожи на ледяную императрицу. Наши идеи словно бегущие ручьи. Бегущие ручей под коркой льда. Они не такие непоколебимые, как убеждения императрицы. О, боже.
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion. Paimon. There are two steps. The flagship restaurant of the Lee style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face to face with the Shinue kiosk. Don't talk to Paimon like that.
Хорошо. Так, наша следующая задача. Найдите Чайлда. Хорошо. А вот и ты. Я выполню свою часть сделки и нашел человека, который поможет вам разыскать тело.
He certainly is.
Да, вот здесь
I
следите
took
за
the
мной.
liberty of setting
Согласно
up a
обычаю,
business
я
dinner.
решил познакомить
As
вас
per the...
за деловым ужином. Деловым ужином. Окей, сейчас нас покормят.
Welcome back, sir. You honor
О,
us with
господин
your
Чарльз, рад
patronage.
снова вас видеть.
Mr. Zhongli is
Комната
awaiting your
готова.
arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr.
Позвольте
Zhong
мне
Li,
представить вам
consultant to
господина
an
Джун Ли,
organization known as Wang Sheng,
консультанта
and a trusted
ритуального
associate of the
бюро
Fatui.
Ван Шен и верного союзника Фатуи, союзник Ван Шен. Давай Ван Шен,
Indeed,
хорошо. Да,
Wang Sheng's
вам
line
следует
of
понимать,
work
что
can
работа
be
бла-бла-бла
sensitive at
весьма
times.
деликатна. Скажем
Let's
так,
just
они
say they
понимают буду.
understand, and we, the
Ага.
Fatui, have
А мы
always been
высоко
glad to do
ценим дружбу
business
с
with
теми, кто
friends
связан
who
с
walk in
темной
shadow.
стороной. Темной
It
стороной?
is an honor to meet you.
Приятно познакомиться, господа.
I
Я
have
наслышана
heard
о
tell
ваших
from Mondstadt.
подвигах в Монштадте. Так, сейчас я, короче, зафоткаю, секундочку. Нужно отправить кое-кому. Погнали дальше.
Discretion? Shadows?
Indeed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burial.
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends. Well, they are still...
Because I can bring you to...
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tien...
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueun Karst. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending. In years past, Leo's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark...
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more... Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo-Archon's last rites?
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to...
Precisely.
Хорошо. Получается, у нас нет другого выбора. Погнали. Сейчас нас заставят, короче, страдать какой-то
All
херней.
right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it?
Ну как херней? Убили, короче, священного адепта, и нам нужно его похоронить.
You can go if you...
Вознести, точнее, на небеса. Божечки, кошечки.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, Traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
Ох, даже не знаю. Чё ответить? Свободный Монштадт.
I see, but I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of organizing the rite of parting. Should prove to be... Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities, and Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the right...
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely These are the advance funds that child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any...
Wow.
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain...
Звон монет поднимает ваше настроение. О, боже. Ну да, действительно, звон монет поднимает наше настроение. Добро пожаловать в загадку нефрита, дорогие гости. Заскочили к нам выиграть пару кусочков нефрита. Уверен, сегодня вам умнется удача. Дешево и весело. К тому же, кто знает, может быть, вам удастся сорвать куш. Нефрит? Нет, нет. Мы ищем не какой-то там простой нефрит. Мы ищем этот, как его там? Полночный нефрит. Как минимум фосфорицирующего породы. Научный нефрит. Так вы, оказывается, необычные туристы. Прошу прощения, взгляните на мой товар.
The jade mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh,
да.
You want me to decide? If it were me, the answer would be...
Oh? And that...
I'll take them all, boss.
Правильно.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir.
Oh, wait, boss. That one didn't count. We need to discuss it again.
Я беру все.
If we only need one for the ritual, are we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
It is as you say.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound. All Mora is currency, but not all.
What? Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
Ладно. Не волнуйтесь, даже когда не хватает моря, я нахожу способ заполучить желаемое. Качество полуночного нефрита оценить очень непросто. Отличить хороший нефрит от плохого почти невозможно, пока он находится в куске руды. Истинная ценность полуночного нефрита раскрывается только тогда, когда он свободен от сковывающей его породы. Ладно, понятно, короче.
And misses them.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you have the patterns, the facade. These are all the finger. Noctilucus jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you.
Priceless, huh? Hyman's just sad that we... We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... Well, how about this? I can take a small sample of all 3.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Какая разница? Ну
Aren't
ладно.
these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Oh, you flatter me, but I have to be gentle with these rocks. If I'd taken off even a bit more...
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin...
What sort of conditions.
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. You mean at Wanmin Restaurant? As long as...
That would not do. It is a place where people come and go. They would be...
Oh, Paimon remembers. We won. Now.
Короче, ничего не понятно, но... Ну, давайте что-то делать. Нам надо до сюда, короче. Ну, погнали.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better.
That's the pot.
Танцует.
Looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line. There's still soup in here. These hilly trolls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. We're ready to go! Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is, so...
Он смотрит на палец, использует перо, чтобы нагреть котел. А.
Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue again after.
Я застрял.
That light came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? More hilly trolls! They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food! Oh, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the
Хорошо.
Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Номер 3.
Exactly! Exactly. That's the one behind.
No problem.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious.
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have... It is said that when our Lord lost his way, well, alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be you...
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment.
In the safe hands of the Liu Chising and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liu...
All right. Thank you, my friends.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this knock...
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could...
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to... As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora. My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, that's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite...
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's...
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
It seems that we must.
Так, а куда нам вообще надо? Ага. Как же долго все это делать. Боже. Ну, сюжет действительно, кстати, интересный. И иногда он чуть ли не в ступор заводит. Типа... Ха. Ой, как так? Я забыл свой кошелек, действительно. Так.
We can leave the jade here. I
Ну,
have already
здесь я уже
called
послал
for a
помощника за
jewelsmith to shape them into the
ювелиром, который
implements that we
поможет
will
урезать... вырезать из камня необходимую говорю. Ну да, я же не успел сходить.
I have
за
yet to
деньгами,
go
поэтому
and
с
see
оплатой
Child.
услуг ювелиром
So,
могут быть
as for the
проблемы.
jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also...
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite. The Liu Chising have agreed to this arrangement.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those... Also, the, Rex Lapis...
Traditionally, we call it the exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the
Так.
evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Before the rite is conducted, the exuvia...
Golden House?
The only mint in Liu, which is to say the only mint in Tevat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is mint.
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon, but why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation in Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns. Well then,
Теперь нам
we
нужно
should go and
подготовить
prepare the
ароматический
perfumes
масла
used.
для церемонии. Масло, где это взять?
No.
Тоже купить? Нет, масло для...
Perfumes used to
Что
honor
это?
the
Масловые
gods must be
рецепты,
freshly
на
decocted.
щёк. Ага.
Silk flower petals contain a fibrous...
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to
Ну, погнали. 27 ранг, ребята. Уже неплохо. Довольно быстро. Вау. Стоп. Угу.
You can't beat the atmosphere here at Liyue.
Что-то понять не могу. У кого купить? А у кого? Понятно. Бывает.
Hey, boss, do you sell silk?
Silk flowers? We
Да.
certainly do.
Which kind?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Oh,
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of...
my goodness. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. Now then, please peruse at your leisure.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine. Just look at the abundant foliage here. And these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen and mostly grows under complex hydrological conditions. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet enduring scent. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
Wow, a true connoisseur. Most of that was new.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower?
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic, but this silk flower purchase is not... Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to it, like several other tedious and complicated traditions, but this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the 7 in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we... Now that's settled, a question.
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that the...
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our... Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord,
Are you serious?
why wouldn't I be? I would be if he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares. They'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making...
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your
Our skins? You were the...
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flowers,
Охренеть.
how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to talk to?
I will wait for you near the statue of the Seven.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
Мне нравится то, что здесь по сюжетке тебя буквально за руку водят, потому что эти задачи, да, которые в мире вообще именно, они довольно тяжелые бывают, особенно которые были в зиме вот здесь. Нужно было найти 7 этих надгробий, грубо говоря, статуэток. Я не помню, как они называются точно. Вот. Это было довольно сложно, а тут по сюжету тебя водят прям за руку. Это прикольно, на самом деле. Ты просто наслаждаешься игрой. Наслаждаешься сюжетом.
Lan, we need to ask you for a favor.
I stopped accepting.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume?
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan. What's your secret if...
Now that you mention it, yes, there. Oh, it must be from the Qingxin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got...
No, they were for medicinal use. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume,
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lan. See you...
Ярче, чем блеск ее губ, только ли ты потеряешь?
Hello. How may I help?
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone... That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a...
That's the word.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention
Yang Air?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them.
Great! This is just...
Что-то у нас туда-сюда заставляют бегать.
Well, hello. You found me at last.
What? How did you know we...
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you...
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like?
3 in one go. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it?
Это подношение властелину
Is that the
камня.
best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3 kinds.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes,
That went over Paimon's head a little.
in short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind. So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume? Where is that? Mondstadt? We're only making some perfume. Somewhere closer to home will do.
Опа.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now. Are you ready to please me?
What did you...
I meant make me proud. As my assistant. Obviously.
Так. Хм.
Well, I'm
Так. Наберите воды. Ну, давайте наберем воды. Угу.
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mort. You need to keep your wrist firm, so your now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out. Ooh, you're a natural. Now take these and try it out on your own using. Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is ready.
Угу. Ничего не понял, но очень интересно. Давайте попробуем. Угу. Погнали. Превосходно. В целом все, да?
Wow, this is some exquisite. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a... You must take care to control the heat during this process. So please focus on controlling the... Don't waste a drop of that essence now. All three perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, were wonderful. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays. Wow, you actually You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard up, I can see how easily one could be taken in. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent.
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will. The second one is for those with more refined tastes. The first choice for daughters. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of... All clear? Don't get them mixed up. Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with it. I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard. Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the statue.
Ничего не понял, но было очень интересно, опять же.
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zheng. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfume?
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of Hysis. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is action?
Perhaps Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant Let's hope the Qixing can catch...
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparation.
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Yujing Terrace.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with...
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person.
Man, why has he gotta be so secretive this time?
Так. Угу. Надо что-нибудь на спринт захавать, а то...
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire? But it's a shame.
What happened to...
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read if they heard beautiful sounds like... But if they heard too much wild gossip or...
So that means these flowers feel what's happening?
Yes. The rumors of Rex Lapis's death are... Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Qixing made it all up. And still others think that that which lies in the deep is breaking free. This harbor is like a mount. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say? Ah, that old trinket. I remember it being here with me. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. But he saw me gazing at it often and gave it. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell. It has been many years, and still, though, I can't recall. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
That's right, Granny. We'll follow you back home and search for it ourselves. And, we...
All right, children. There is no need to worry. I didn't...
do you live near here, Granny?
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot?
How does that work? What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there. And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just...
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere in...
Ну куда-то попали.
Huh? Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place? You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus? Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. But don't they all live in Chillian Karst? Why would she stay in the city? Incinerate! Boom! Yikes! Motion to compel!
Да боже, божечки, божечки.
I must leave no stone. Boom! Ja, ja. Keep back!
I taste blood.
Угу.
Leave it all to me. How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me... Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick.
Действительно.
An adeptus. Oh, I haven't as to whether I am one or not, child. Sure.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean. But is also kinda don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and—
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless, but no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before to cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, to me, is now that you have come to borrow the bell. I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine is fine. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell?
Hey! It belongs to Granny! We're supposed to return what we borrow!
Oh, let you keep it. You really are a frank. But this bell gets homesick sometimes. Who knows? It might find its way back. Well, you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady.
We will! Thanks, Granny!
Угу.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside.
Так, что нам нужно сделать? Не забудьте захватить массу, которую мы приготовили ранее.
An adeptus.
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old Grant. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No, no. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various I will explain it to you. But our next course...
Oh, sure.
Так. Подземелья, да, какие-то новые открылись? Бум.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been...
Yes, thank you.
Благодарствуем.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng funeral. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well, but he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things. Finely crafted.
Indeed.
I took the... As for...
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity. So these markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom, and justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame.
The compliments of a learned...
Well then, Granny Shen, I shall take these back with me. As for the payment...
Well, allow me.
Hey, it's Child!
No, I was merely passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our... The rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some...
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean. Seems I missed out on some interesting and... I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment.
Так, next миссия. Что нам найти? Наймите 3 рабочих.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do anything clerical.
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems adventurous enough.
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never mind.
A most fair price.
Ну давай, короче, не, семерочку. Семерочку дадим ему. У нас типа есть ограниченное количество, я понял. Короче, 5000 моры.
That won't do, I'm afraid. It's too little. Too little, I say.
Хорошо, давай 6000.
That won't do, I'm afraid. It's too little.
Слишком мало. Ах ты ж гадость. Хорошо, давай.
5 geocrystal flies. Yes, I do think it.
A full day of odd jobs at Eugene Terrace. No problem. 25,000 per day. A fair trade.
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit?
Hero of Mondstadt?
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless.
That's too little. Hardly a...
Шом. Да.
This is too little. I'd consider it.
Шо, давай за 20-ку, пофиг, ладно.
This price'll do. No loss to me for a day's work.
Хотя бы не в убыток, боже, чел. 20 тысяч моры. Просто за день, ну как бы, ну, немало.
Oh, help? Sure. I, Tick, always put in 100% effort into everything I do. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Eugene Terrace. They aren't uncommon objects, so I didn't...
No problem. That'll be 20,000.
Done.
This is all you got? Then no can do. Child? No. He's putting up the money? Oh, still no. How about this? Let's make a trade. Get me a single Chinkson flower, and I'll consider that payment for a detour to find this child fella.
Guess we've got no choice.
Have you brought the goods? Hey, that's pretty good. These things, with this Chinkson flower, I should be able to pacify my daughter tonight. I'll make sure that...
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way!
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll...
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know, just what is this about?
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy, the finest pharmacy in all of...
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus. Now, if you'll excuse me,
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now. The reception is deserted. And it seems... Hello?
Welcome to Boob...
Huh?
The reception, it seems.
How about you? Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter. Joke's on you. Paimon floats, so height is no risk anyway. There's something weird about this one over. It can't be.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now,
Something like this would be unimaginable.
Hello, little girl. Do you
excuse me, sir.
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription. These are Chi-Chi's orders from Chi-Chi.
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own orders to my dear Chi-Chi. We didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid.
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps you. You help.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way,
go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please and thank you.
Guizhong. It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Tianheng by an adeptus in the distant past. An early mechanical device. Located in Tianheng Pass, it was designed to automatically fire at large monsters.
Mr. Zhang Li really knows Li.
Apparently not quite. This is the first I have ever heard of the...
The cocoa goat is a legendary animal. An adeptibeast.
Did you want to add in?
No. Just that the cocoa goat is a legend. What it looks like. Don't know. Where to find it? Don't know either. Where it came from.
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong...
What the heck is a cocoa goat?
Боже. Какая-то хрень. Пойди туда, не знаю куда, сделать то не знаю что.
These things useful?
Так, что нам надо? Нам надо захавать на карабканье, да? Или нет? Стоп, просто пока восстановим хп. Ну не хп, а выносливость. Потому что, мне кажется, то, что нам нужно, находится наверху явно. Мгм. Мгм.
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an Adeptus to build this. But how do you operate this thing? Just think how much strength you would need.
It...
Aw, what?
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited high society knowledge.
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand. That said, let me think for a moment. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Guizhong ballista.
So, what you're saying is...
I have a smattering of knowledge on... With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Where is that supply post? Here?
Опа.
Smell of treasure. Strange.
Ah, these parts look useful. One moment. I will... It is done. The Guizhong ballista is more...
Ooh! Now how do we turn it on?
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have... nothing. And over there...
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing? So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do...
Not a turret. A Guizhong ballista. Also, kindly state your name before you ask a question. It's just good manners.
Ha! Are you blind or something? Look, this area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered one of our guys. A few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. And then we turn... The next thing you'll be repairing is your faces! And that's if you get out of this...
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an Adeptus for selfish gain. It is not we who need reprimanding, but you.
Let the show begin.
Incinerate!
Keep back!
Motion to compel!
Have a little taste. Picked the wrong pet. You're open.
I must leave no stone un... Let's dance. These lowlifes didn't know...
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time.
Oh yeah, that! So we've got the Guizhou...
A search using the Guizhou ballista revealed no significant life forms nearby. What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have no...
Which means... Paimon wouldn't go that far. We did something...
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Good idea. We did our best, and that's what counts.
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract. We found no trace of the Coco Go...
What a disappointment.
Aw, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so guilty all of a sudden?
Cocoa goat milk is tasty. So tasty. Much better than... I'm sorry. I have a poor memory. Ah, here. This...
Huh?
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed.
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know. As the Liyue proverb goes, all things are random and...
Excuse me, everyone.
Oh. Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you.
No.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
Someone learnt a valuable life lesson today.
Might I ask who?
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baiju, boss of the Boo Boo.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears... What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a... Ah! The medicine... The snake is speaking! I prefer to stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet, for I am a living, breathing serpent!
Don't mind Chung Sheng. She's a good girl, really.
Do you sell everlasting incense in this fine establishment?
Everlasting incense? Why, of course.
Whew, at last, things are finally starting.
3 million mora. Top quality. Guaranteed.
You might as well just rob the Golden House! Oh, but the Chising have taken it over for now. Security...
3 million. An innocuous number in and of itself.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to make that much, Mora. And as for Mr.
This is correct.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part where we go crawling back to Child?
Coco Goat! Coco Goat! My sides hurt. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe—
Hey, less laughter!
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had in a long time. In return, I'm more than happy to sort out this mess you've managed to get yourself— Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. I'm Child, one of the Fatui Harbingers. Forgive my odd— If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk, the Fatui could help by setting up a robust—
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with seductive deals, but so much fuss over
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi-Chi wants—
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you, Child. I look forward to a successful collaboration in the future. I can give you a discount on that everlasting incense, too. Let's say 2,990,000 Mora.
10 тысяч Моры скинул.
That's like 0 different.
2,990,000. Also an innocuous number in and of itself. Though practically speaking, it is a whole 10,000 less than the original sum of 3 million.
Это такой кринги просто. Пипец.
Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, Little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
Да.
That lot is an absolute riot. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I laughed so hard. So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope?
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the Golden House.
Well, well, well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the Golden House? If not the Exuvia. I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As the old Liu saying goes,
Все-таки он оказался гнидой. Ну, бывает.
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired the everlasting incense.
Oh, fine.
Well, traveler, have you gained anything from our adventure so far? Odd. Which is it, I wonder? The questions that such travels raise are ever so complicated. Well, I'll leave you to ruminate over it yourself. As to remunerate, to treat you to a meal. Oh, yes, don't worry. Tonight, I shall take you both to an old hole-in-the-wall, praised throughout Liu.
Hole in the wall? As in a cool restaurant?
Indeed. Let us meet near the...
Угу.
Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so. Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not take such unorthodox orders as... I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ning...
Hey, there's even a storyteller here! Great atmosphere!
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge other establishments.
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the clouds, a palace in the... What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang's... Imagine, the weather is clear, and you behold the glorious sights of Liyue. They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it. These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value. Merely grasping 1 or 2 of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom, enough to stay a step or 2.
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing this name a lot. Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most likely the one who hid the Exuvia, and we saw her at the...
At last I have found you. You who returned from Jueyun Karst.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millelith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yuehai Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you. Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Qixing. At the...
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just talking about her.
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst. I am duty-bound, but I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She extends a formal invitation to you. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite her to come. I wish to meet her. At the Jade Chamber, together we shall
Так.
And with that, the emissary who called herself Ganyu just... What, we've received an invitation from the Liyue Qixing. Paimon still can't believe it. We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best manners.
An invitation to visit the Jade Chamber is a rare honor indeed. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished at the Jade Chamber, meet me at Dihua Marsh.
Don't worry, we won't forget. Dihua Marsh.
Угу. Двадцать 28-й ранг приключений. Снова качаться надо. Как же не хочется, как же лень. Сколько достижений? Сколько достижений? Угу. Угу. Угу.
Add Astro.
Это походу C4 даже, да? Ну-ка сейчас посмотрим. Да, это C4. Прекрасно. Можно повышать так уровень, да? Ага, ну-ка. Угу. Угу. Ну. Только молитва. Окей. Так, ну-ка. Так, созвездие у нас одно есть. Таланты. Ага, два. Два. То же самое. Угу. Угу. Короче, ой. Отлично. Так, что будет делать? Искать приключения, поговорить с Тянь. С артефактами это прям вообще беда, я не знаю, где их доставать. Боже. Ага. Мы хоть залезем вообще сюда? Что-то мне подсказывает, что нифига.
Remarkable condition.
Ой. А?
Leave it all to me. Let the show begin.
Keep back! Keep back!
As a good knight should. I must leave no stone unturned. Let's dance. La, 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 la.
Keep back!
Надо телепорты пооткрывать, а то у меня почему-то... Точнее, не почему-то, а то я ленивая задница и ни хрена ничего не открываю. А надо бы на самом-то деле.
Steady as stone.
These things useful?
I'll protect us.
Угу.
Leave it all to me. I'll catch up. Steady as stone. Leave it all to me.
Это издевательство или что? Я что-то понять не могу.
Incinerate! I must leave no stone unturned.
Угу.
Leave it all to me.
Что за хрень?
Steady as stone. catch up.
Да что за бред?
I must leave no stone unturned. Steady as stone.
А, ну все, я понял, как делается.
Leave it all to me. I must leave no stone unturned. Leave it all to me. Steady as stone. I must leave no stone unturned. Leave it all to me. I'll catch up.
Прекрасно, наконец-то.
Motion to the pit. No stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would. Steady as stone. Let the show begin. Visible evidence! Incinerate! Let's dance. Ready, steady, go! Go, Barb! Leave it all to me. Time to clean up.
Lupica! My Lupica!
I'll protect us.
Хм.
Let the show begin.
Another test subject. Should replace my hammer.
Empty chest. Good for storage.
Steady as stone. I'll protect us. Huh? Yeah.
Jab cross. Should replace my hammer. Terra. The wrong test subject.
These things useful? I'm hungry. Let's hunt. These things useful?
another test subject.
He's back!
I got the wrong test subject.
I'll catch up.
You'll get frostbite. Put your back
The
into
show
it.
begins. Come on, we can do it.
Disgusting. This should be fun. Now, can this be? My duty at an end.
These things useful?
I'll protect us.
Это все? А, нет, еще вот. Ну, неплохо. Ну, можно было получше.
One-win book out.
Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide. Do you have it in stock?
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it...
Who's Ching the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Qingce Village. He's a complete grouch. But he will behave himself. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor. And I still sent him the—
Did somebody say out of print book? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection? Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Jingse and pay a visit to Cheng the Ninth? Just take it as a chance to get some respite from the hustle.
Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Tevat Travel Guide? It's super duper interesting.
Фу-фу-фу-фу-фу. 27 лев, ранг точнее, нам нужен 28. Ну, нам чуть-чуть осталось буквально. Еще 1000 опыта набить.
The heavens are smiting me. Smiting me to smithereens. Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come on.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume.
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my... After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means? Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire... It's useless ranting and raving at you like this. All I can do is try to save enough Mora to buy them back. Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend
of the Shattered Halberd. There's a title.
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. Granted, it was almost unknown at the... But over time, it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels and sparked a plethora of... Barely any copies of the first edition were...
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly added to the original story.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume...
You mean you still have it?
Yes. It is my...
Hey, Chang! You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you... I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with Gentry Mount...
Oh, you would... But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able...
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps you'd like to take your books with you to an...
You...
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not.
Just who do you think you are?
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Sing...
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master. Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by...
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his...
Get a load of this guy. Just you. And you, Chang? You're selling that core lapis whether you like it or not.
Oh, how the wolves prey upon the fallen tiger.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about—
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore.
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this great—
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry.
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do over here. So, you like reading, huh? Mr. Five.
Oh, amazing!
Hello, Xingqiu.
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
How can they bully poor old Cheng the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap? It's daylight robbery, pure and simple.
Don't forget me. I'm in too.
Oh, so now you can hear what—
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity, and I meant every word I said to Cheng the Ninth. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection. Of course I do. An initial plan anyway. Give me a second to reflect.
You're still here? What is this, a game to you? You think no one's really gonna get hurt? I gotta hand it to the Goofball clan. With you lack in numbers and talent, you make up for in guts. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I—
There's a saying that goes, the insect that shakes the oak tree ludicrously overestimates its ability.
Quit quoting proverbs at me, you buff—
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader, especially when the one you seek to threaten.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chan, but you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to back me up. A whole army of you and your little Guhua buddies wouldn't be able to help you now.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes—
Oh, great speech. But—
There you are, eavesdropper. Let me amuse myself a little. Leave it up to me.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision. You won this round, but you better watch your back.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? Yes, though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair, though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory. It is—
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business, and I will ensure the matter is resolved satisfactorily. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute, but the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his words. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work here. He mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor. Maybe That
idea works.
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see.
You really have stuff to do? Are you?
Wow. So that's how that turned out.
This guy is so annoying! Paimon just wants to slap him right in his stupid face! Fine. But, as per tradition, Paimon gets to pick an ugly nickname. From now on, he shall be known...
You go first. No need to. One more page and I'll go and stretch my legs. Just one last page.
Ой, боже.
Who goes there? Really? He didn't mention anything. The Master's dealing with some urgent business today.
Urgent business?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently.
So, where is...
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just any... no, I mean, yes. Yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me. I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations that I beg for your mercy, please.
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to Rude. Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the...
Thank you. May your business...
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator. Is that so? Now Paimon knows not anyway. Seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui. In that case, let's get... Seems business is booming at the Shinua kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
I understand. I do. Please, do not worry.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so
We just ran into a minor but it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. You may suddenly find our goodwill.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your...
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is cool. Who knows if Guwa Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him? like you had other things to look in, when actually all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your backside.
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Fei Yun, my liege. For reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the text...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
Hence why I said there's no need for... The Fei Yun Commerce Guild will have some...
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Why would they want to help us? Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. See, having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action. Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something we cannot do on our own. Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help.
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. To savor the memory is ample reward. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither
That sounds very lovely. But be honest.
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Fei Yun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to...
Hey! Stop it! Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance. It's all in this letter.
A letter? Oh, I see. This again. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating.
Can he actually read this thing?
Yes, the script is inimitable. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Fei Yun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight. Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to... Please take a seat here in Lioli Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments.
Yay! Tasty snacks!
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Fei Yun Commerce Guild. When honored guests grace us with their presence, Please, this way.
Интересно.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out. Or Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take more for him to correct the error of his ways. He must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on Chang the Ninth. Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liyue. That will put him in a rather sticky situation. Deprived of the necessary raw materials, even the best craftsperson in Tevat would be unable to make...
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things up between him and the Fatui. But Liyue is huge. Is it really possible to...
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, first, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked their respective locations on your map. There is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. You will need to purchase that too. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's batch.
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city, another one at the...
Of course. We are not expecting you to cover the costs.
Wow, so many more! With cash like this, Paimon could rent out...
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will handle the transportation. Once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse.
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some serious... Let's do this in the order the guy said. First the cellars in the city, then the chasm, and then last...
Good day, my friend. My apologies, but I'm at... Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnayan products. No, that I still have, although I ship it all to factories in Snezhnaya. I don't do retail. Too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry. What? No. All right, I'll do it. Just need you to sign for it. Clearly no shortage of cash flow in Liyue.
Oi! Shh! All of it? Though my business may not seem so big, I should warn you that I can get what you need. All of it would be far more than you actually want. Feiyun Commerce? If it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, then sign on the dotted line.
Hi, anything I can... You want all my core lapis? That's sad. None are in writing. The buyers are being incredibly indecisive. Oh, it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild? Seems business trends are about to change in Liyue. Oh, nothing. And don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any down payments or anything. Quite common in the industry. Thank you for your patronage. We hope the Feiyun Commerce Guild will continue to do...
there. Are you...
Aha, finally. I thought you might come. As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped yet. It's all yours, if you name the right price. The original buyer's price was already quite high, so... The best I can do is...
Are you serious? We spent less than 100,000 more on the rest of Liyue's stock, but...
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while. Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You could take...
All right. We'll pay, even if it is a ridiculous price. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to this gentleman at 4 times the normal price in the future.
Wait, surely there's no need for that. Please, don't do this. It's not even your money. Why be so...
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent... If he asks, all we can do is mention your name and say you gouged us over the price.
I understand. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery of this batch. I don't know where exactly, but if I can't so maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should be 5 of them in total. If you can find them all and tell me where they are, I'll sign the Oh, yes, of course. I mean, I do hope to carry on doing business.
That's that, then.
Он бы опошить хотел.
That's it. Lip pipe. Oh yeah! Make a note of the location. We'll send the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Another one down. Quick! That guy said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks.
Empty chest. Good for storage.
commissions. All 5 of...
Oh, wonderful. Thank you both. Yes, let's make this official. I also hope...
Done and dusted! Yeah! Paimon's got a knack for this business malarkey. Now for the final stop on our...
Just who I was hoping to see. I was just thinking you wouldn't know anything about...
Oh, don't worry. You won't be hearing from them again.
Oh? What happened? Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're... But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible. The maximum...
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying... I can't believe it. I will make a profit on this batch after all, but Gentry mount-sized thugs could still come back after I've sold it.
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
Huh. Okay then. My situation can hardly get worse from here in any case. But tell me, what on earth do you plan to do with so much core lapis?
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
Thank you. Thank you a million times over. I really don't know what to say.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. And so, anyway, let's get going, because apparently we have a show to watch at the Feiyun...
Welcome. The final act in this drama would not be complete.
You better believe it! We're the ones who've been doing all the work!
Well, naturally, I used the time to immerse myself completely in Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I managed to divine halberd, an ominous sword, the way the story develops across the first 5 volumes. Nothing short of exemplary. But the 6th volume? Words fail me. How blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with such works.
And this is related to Gentry Moutsai.
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation. It was rather good. Thanks.
Why does Paimon have to be the... So go on then, tell me.
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this, so regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain to...
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out for...
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the fake core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks drop.
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, was it not one of your own men who said, this is...
You clearly don't know what's good for you, Master. If you please...
dance. I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should.
Can't run from death. Impressive. You are no commoners.
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them.
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only?
What are you saying? Master, everything
Then figure it out by
Don't go. Wait.
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young woman, I am unscathed.
My lord?
You are the heir of the Feiyun Khan.
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager.
Drats! I've been played like a fiddle.
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. The problems that your business practices have created, I have sought to resolve. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to provide their core lapis.
You meddling swine.
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with fire, shall we? 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision.
Fine. Have it.
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business, and hope you will continue to—
You? Funny speaking, book reading? So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day?
That was but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Moutsai in his place. A classic 2 birds, 1 stone situation. Very droll. My family can always—
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you Guhua Geek this whole time! Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you have their arms and legs chopped off! Paimon's toast! And sorry, very sorry!
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your leg—
Save me! Save me! This is not a drill! Repeat, this is not a drill!
Jokes aside, I have the 2 of you to thank for this successful result. Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged if you could return it to Chang the Ninth for me. I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. The 2 of you, meanwhile, though strangers to the circumstances, to have made such valiant and chivalrous—
My lord, forgive the intrusion. It's about—
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money. Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered Halberd speaks—
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who doesn't want to work.
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Chang the Ninth?
A reward?
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay. Oh, I didn't realize you—
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will take my leave now. May we meet again.
Finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up, and I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please don't say that. You have no idea how much the Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs as heir, a series of business setbacks developed. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. And were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become my final resting place.
Wow, that's the...
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh!
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think that
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Actually, the art is centuries old, and was once held in high esteem. But now it has faded beyond recognition. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so it becomes... In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense of responsibility. What does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide. It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation for your huge generosity. My ore is sold, and my treasured books have... What?
What was that? Paimon...
Oh, nothing. That little rascal surely isn't...
Седьмой ранг, отлично. Можно будет дальше идти по сюжетке, но я думаю, на этом, наверное, закончим.